Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions?
Just in case that opener wasn't enough of a giveaway, this is a new segment where we answer any questions. It all makes sense, doesn't it? Now, our first question is actually from Bock on Twitter, who asks, what's with the first Tuesday after the first Monday of November rule for when US elections are held? John, that's a question.
It is a question, and the answer is kind of cute. It's back in the mid-19th century that Tuesdays were formally chosen on the basis that Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Sunday in particular, are days of worship for various faiths. And because many voters lived miles and miles and miles from polling places, those voters being white men in those days in rural America, they decided that, well, Monday was needed after you go to church on Sunday as a travel day. Now, yes, they could have technically made the voting day on Wednesday, but that was usually market day. So they had to be back with the family, sell some cows, all that kind of thing. And the reason why it was the first Monday or in November for presidential and congressional elections was because November, of course, just a couple of days after Halloween, that's the harvest festival. So those farmers in the mid-19th century had just brought in all the corn or wheat or cows or whatever they were harvesting at that particular time. Now, that is why...
That was 200 years ago.
Exactly. That is why it is held on a Tuesday to this day in most cases, but there are lots of arguments as to why they might make it on the weekend.
There certainly are, and probably the major one is that many blue-collar workers would get the sack if they took the time off to work to vote. Yeah. So, OK, is anyone actually doing anything about this?
Well, they try from time to time. There are organisations that have pushed it. People, including John McCain, have said, yes, there should be weekend voting, and when they hold primaries on weekends, they often get much higher turnout. Yeah. But that's the problem. Congress now, a guy called Steve Israel, congressman from New York, is pushing a bill on Capitol Hill for weekend voting nationally, but the reason why Democrats are all in favour of it is because there's this idea that workers will be voting for them on weekends, Republicans will lose. So therefore, we're not going to see bipartisan support for this because essentially Republicans specifically, but politicians generally, don't want to change the system that got them elected.
OK, well, that sucks. But if you have any questions, preferably about the filibuster, because we had a story about that in the news that we just cut for time, please tweet it to us.
That's hashtag Planet America.
That's right, yeah.